How does that look? How are we, folks? Can you hear me, number one? I was going to do the can you hear me? Oh, there we go. So I'm going to pull this out just a tiny bit so you don't see the Burr line. Oh, maybe just a little bit more farther out. Sorry, folks. We got to get her dialed in. How is everybody? And welcome back to WIP Wednesdayz. Waka waka Wowwy'z Workshop. See, I had the echo there at the end. Hello, everybody. We got Tim is in the house. Mr. Black Widow Woodworking. Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings is in the house. Grumpy is here. Robert C. Peters is in the house, guys. We got to get everybody, we got to get her rolling in here before I get kicking off. I think everything looks good and square. What do you guys think? LaRue is in the house. Everybody say hello to LaRue. Very, very special part of the show. Dad Carves is here. Hello, sir. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming back, I should say. And always love having you here. How is everybody doing? Well, it looks like we've got a bit of a slow start going today, guys. So I'm just going to get myself situated. Get my reference pieces here ready to rock and roll. Yep. Got to have the reference. Antique brush. On point. On deck. Hey, Darren's here. Oh, Tim says he's at work watching mud dry. Laugh out loud. I was a taper before, sir, like we've talked about, and I understand. My brother is here. Darren Dibb is in the house. Tarek is in the house. Hello, Tarek. Thanks for being here, Darren. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you guys about it. Frick me dead. Hey, bro? Frick me dead. Did we ever find a situation yesterday in the old underbelly? That's right. I went over there to work with Darren. We had a whole bunch of stuff to do. An opening video for Chris at Christopher's Creations. And we found something in the old underbelly workshop that we weren't ready for. Yeah, everybody come on, roll it in, folks. Come on, come on. So yeah, I guess that's a good way to kick off the story. Well, we'll kick you guys off with a little story from the workshop yesterday. So Darren and I, it's time. Darren is feeling better. He's getting back to her, ready to do it. And so we were getting the workshop all cleaned up and sorted yesterday at Mom's house. And I was looking in behind where my chair was because things were shut down. Like COVID threw a real wrench in our lives when it came to working together and our artwork and stuff, right? So we went there just to get the the workshop rolling and on everything humming and stuff, and just the cobwebs out and stuff, just the regular stuff that you do when you're opening up a space again after a little bit. But behind where my chair is, we were looking back there and we noticed there's this pile of gravel on the frickin' ground and all the way piled up into the corner. And like, I'm talking about 3 feet tall. No, not 3 feet tall, but what, Darren, 2 feet tall? There's Christopher's Creations. We were just speaking about you, sir. Doing it to it. Yes, that's right, brother. It is time to do it to it. And I was over there yesterday, Chris, to do your video. And then we found this situation in the underbelly. And it was frickin'... Okay, number one, we found a rat's nest, a really, really big rat's nest underneath this shelf. But the pile of gravel and dirt was just... We were just dumbfounded because it was so much of it. Like 3 5-gallon pails of gravel. We dug up and trucked out of the underbelly. 3 full. And like, I couldn't carry them because of my back. And it was effed up, guys. So I don't know if rats can do that. And we got like, because my parents had their weeping tile done not too long ago in their house. And there was like a trench dug around their house. And then it was all backfilled with this gravel. And then like cement plates put on over it. So something was down there digging. Like we got to pull up the cement next and see what they built down there, because all of this gravel was up. Anyways, frick me dead, man. What a mess. But we worked our butts off, didn't we, Darren? Yeah, 10 feet in diameter and 2 feet tall. We were thinking like a honey badger, for frick's sakes. Like, what kind of thing digs like that, man? Like, the whole day was spent cleaning up this gravel and getting it out of there. But we got her. Both us gimped up, fricked up guys. We got her cleaned up, and you know, I'm gonna go over there probably Friday, Chris, and we'll do the opening video, and we're gonna show you everybody a whole bunch of Two Brothers One Vision stuff that nobody's seen before. Basically, our grandest artwork has never been shown. It's just so, like, I don't know, it's weird to us, it's sacred to us, and we just haven't felt like it was time, but it's time now. Two Brothers One Vision, it's time for us to roar, guys. So how is everybody doing? Thank you for coming back. Hey, we got Amy Jo. Oh, she can't stay though. Jeez. Robert says, I'm thinking Bigfoot. Yeah, there's probably a Bigfoot living in our weeping tile. Thanks for popping in, Amy Jo. How you doing, sister? I saw you starting up new stuff. You did a really wicked wood spirit. I haven't seen the video yet, but I saw a thanks to Carbon Fusion thing tag there. And your profile was on point, sister. Everything you've been carving is on point, Amy Jo. You're doing wickedly. So, guys, speaking of carving, I've been working on him. As you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but this, in my eyes, this is finally starting to pop, this nose thing. You know, it's not looking so flat. I was out there with the angle grinder today, taking the cheeks down. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got some pencil lines in there because the cheekbones have a lot of shape and like concave spots and stuff in them. And they're just not flat like this, like General Grievous, like Aiden said. Wow. Oh, everybody's just chatting there. Okay, sorry. So yeah, and this I am, you know, before I was like, oh yeah, I see a cheekbone here and I see this there around this knot. Well, now that knot's coming to fucking, sorry, I swore. Sorry, Allie, if you're watching, sweetheart, I swore. But yeah, now that old knot's coming back to haunt me, so I'm gonna have to basically carve around it and make sure I can't cross it, right? Because I'm going to bring these higher up next. This in here deeper, since I pulled this back farther. So I'm going to go deeper in this spots. Then up here with the first warning, Wowzy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. But when I was talking like frick, man, getting me freaking riled up here. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, man. So, also up here, you may see that I did a little work. I didn't like I told Darren, it looked like I saw a Simpsons once when Bart was like styled up and shit. And he had like, they did his hair wavy and stuff. And that's what I kept on seeing. It wasn't looking enough flamage for me. So, I'm like, you know how fire has those licks that are two? That go, you know, it starts out as one and then goes into two, like a fork point licks in fire. Well, that's what I decided to do with this main one right there, right? Because it just looked too thick for me. It didn't look like fire. So I'm adding the lick, the two-pronged lick, okay? And I'm going to get it more round in here. And then this brow line here, like I'm going to establish middle, true middle again. Excuse me for a moment. As I get my laser out. Let me see here. Alrighty, well, I'll tell you right off, I can tell you that my nose is crooked, but we're not going to get freaking out about that stuff too bad, guys. But what I can see here, I can see it for a moment, like, and then I can reach out and make a mark. A momentary glimpse. Yeah. Yeah, that's about middle for the brow there. And then, geez, it's like, this is kind of around middle for down there. Yeah, that whole thing slid. The whole design slid over this way as we carved. Anyways, that kind of stuff happens. So, that's what I've been going through my head and stuff. And I'm creating this one with y'all. It's another one of these ones. I'm not doing much in between. Well, actually, after I just lied to you and told you I did this stuff in the morning. But for the majority of it, I want to share it and do it all with you guys. So what you guys think of that? Is that a good plan? Work on that today? Like cheekbones are weird, man. Like it's going to go in deep in here and then come out kind of like a nub. And that's why I got to be really, really careful around that darn picking knot there. But I kind of got an idea in my mind. I'm going to follow this grain and hollow out, there, and then just make the knot part of the nub, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to kind of start it on that side and then match it up over here as best I can. And then I'll just, do little ways of trying to make sure I've gotten things even, like using my laser and things like that. But I think this is the way to go with it, guys, because I just don't want it to be flat, man. So yeah, and then what else could I talk to you about? Well, we went over there also to my mom's house to talk about the hardware, right? Everybody's wondering about the hardware. So, piece number 1 is a antique brass backplate. Piece number 2 is the big oversized key that will be going in there. You feel me? So that's going to be there, and that's like the lock shut. But then we also have an antique brass escutcheon that will go under it, just as a, you see, I was looking for a back plate that was short enough for this, but there weren't any. They were all too long. Okay, all of our doorknob back plates. So we went with using two pieces so they could be tighter together, right? And then I don't know what to do. Like sometimes we just we paint it black in the background of the keyhole. But other times we've had keys coming out. But this is basically the big key, all right, in this art piece. So I think we might just paint that black in the background there. Sorry, I don't know if you can you see it with my hand in the way? Jeez. Anyways, this is, so I just found established where halfway was, or middle was, halfway. And so this will be kind of here. I can tell right now just by laying these on here that this part here is not level. It's got some humps and hoopies and wavy spots on there, so that's going to have to get slammed with the palm sander and addressed, and not go across my hand like I did the other time. But yeah, see there. But geez, I can look up from the bottom here and tell that that's not there. That'll be in the middle. It looks messed to me because it's not laying true and flat, right? But that's basically the layout of the hardware. And then that bad boy is going to be in it. Does that make any sense? Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Christopher Creations have just let me do this because people, when they watch my lives later, can't read the live chat because I don't have enough subs yet. All right? But don't you worry, I will have enough subs. We ain't quitting. So I'm gonna read out what people are saying, okay? In case anybody's wondering why I'm doing that. And Christopher's Creation says, "Hello everyone. I'm so happy to hear you are feeling better, Darren. I've been trying to make copper bracelets this week. Looking good so far. That's awesome. Now Chris is from Christopher Creations is basically kind of like he's a very special I guess I could say a fan of Darren's work. And so much so that we're going to have actually a special thing coming to you, sir, in the mail. Yeah, now we're playing mail tag, eh? But Christopher really likes Darren's artwork and Darren's wrapping, his copper wrapping, so it's really awesome. He shows us things that he's been creating, inspired by Darren's work, and it's just amazing, man. I can't tell you how magical of a feeling that is as an older brother, now that we're finally up here and sharing our stuff with the world, how that feels for me. It's really, really special, man. Oh, Perry's here. The carving wizard is here. Thank you for coming, Perry. Much respect to you, dude. You get the salute. 'Cause you're a warrior. Plywood is here. Hello, Plywood. Our faithful friend. Yeah, we're just getting it all figured out here, Plywood. And also, these here are little copper pieces that we made out of, again, sacrificed pipe that we cut into strips and then shaped them like little. We were gonna make a necklace out of these. It was like years and years ago before we were. I would say probably not the best idea. Okay, but we have a big pill container thing full of these things that we made, and they're all textured and hammered and crap. But I was thinking possibly, but they're not brass. This is all brass, but we like to mix copper and brass together. But there's this crack up here, and now I can make it go down further and make it a lot more substantial. And I was thinking maybe bing, bing, and bing. And they would be shaped and like pounded and shaped and then screwed in. Because it's a warrior, you know? But I don't know. I don't want to look like a barrette in the hair. They look like chain links. Yeah, that we were trying to make them kind of look like, you know, like a bike chain. But is that neat? Trish is here. Hello, sister. Trisha from the Kindred Spares Group is here, guys. Hello, sister. Thank you for coming. But what do you guys think about those, eh? Is that kind of a cool idea? Make that crack deeper and more severe, and then have some a little, because, you know, we're all busted up and damaged, right? So that's kind of Perry says, I like it, Larry. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. I think I think the crack needs to be worse. Because I know my injuries are worse than that. And so many of you out there. So that's gonna happen then. I think that should happen. It's just a little shout out for the warriors. Made in pain, that's right. That's right, Grumpy. So that's what's been going on in the background since I spoke to you all last. So happy you're here, Trisha. Because it's Kindred Spirits Woodcarvers is a true family to me, man. Like, it's become my second family. And it's just like the subscribers to this channel. You guys are a part of our lives, and you're gonna see how we do family, man. Like, we're wolves, two brothers, one vision, and we're loyal, and we'll fucking die for you, and that's just how we roll. And so you guys are part of that now. And so when I see somebody from the Good Group come on over, oh, it makes me so happy. And like what Steve Ince comes over and says hello, and Jeremy popped over, but I guess I didn't see his comments. He didn't know, maybe he wasn't signed into YouTube properly. That's Weathered Grain Carver. Oh, when our fam from the Wood Group Oh, it makes me so happy, as you can see, because I've been rambling for 5 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize. But I think it's going to be a pretty darn cool piece here. And it says a lot, right? Like everything I'm doing here, it's telling a story, you know? Sorry for hitting the thing. I know that's a little bit shaky. I need to address that because sometimes I start sanding, and when I watch back later, I'm shaking the whole establishment, right? Be right back. Gotta get my package from Kutzall. Woo! Carving Wizard, you got something from Kutzall coming? We're all a little bit cracked. That's right, Matthew. That's right. Hi, Trish. So yeah, I'm just going to carrying on, and get this challenge piece finished. Also, I saw a sneak peek of Spike's piece. Freaking awesome, you guys. And you know, like I learn off of everybody else's work. That's how we all are. That's how we are as carvers. So, damn, I thought I had this bigger ball in fine. Sorry, I'm gonna keep So yeah, we learn off of each other. That's what I was trying to say there. And I was looking at Spikes, and I noticed that I could go in deeper here in these kind of like these channels on the outside of the nose here. You know, you just make a deeper channel with, say, something like this, like the old Kutzall, the bigger ball. I think that's called the 1/2-inch ball, is how they call that. But you know, that use that shape and just make those kind of, what would you call a crevice in the skull? Make them a bit deeper. You know, it just gives it a little extra. And like, you know how along the teeth here, in between the teeth, me personally, I would use the smaller Kutzall ball, right? And then you just do that spot, right? And the Burr does it for you. And if you don't know, folks, I think I have to say it on every live. I'm now a Kutzall affiliate, and so in the description, check me out in the basement, y'all. Check my links in the basement, because down in the I call the comments the description of the video, the basement. You'll find in the basement, number one, my Kutzall link, so that'll take you to Kutzall, and you can it's like a portal, and it'll take you there. You can place your order, and then when you go to checkout, you'll get a small discount. It's not super big yet, but it'll get better, and you'll get a discount at checkout time for using Wowwy'z link. Two Brothers One Visions link is what it is. And yeah, that's awesome. So all the tools that you see me here in babbling about here, guys, as I do this thing, you can find in Kutzall. And then if it isn't at Kutzall, it will be from Dremel. Like the majority of my other burrs are from Dremel. And all of my Amazon links are in the basement. So check out my links. If you go and check one of my Amazon links and then buy that burr, because a lot of them aren't that expensive, guys, I'll get a little tiny, a couple cents, but it'll go to this channel and make it so that we can actually do this and give more. The more we get, the more we're going to give back. That's always a promise, okay? Oh, the Perry got the 1/4-inch burr. Oh my goodness. Yes. Let me see what I got here. I got the 1/4-inch burrs, 2 pair. Look at those two. And then this one here that's on the 44T handpiece. Whoa, my goodness. That one will do you dirty if you let it. It'll get you. But yeah, I'm going to probably be pulling one of those out too to get this, because it just gives you a more, because I use that one here. I use this one for the folks that weren't here before to get these spots in here nice and deep and uniform. You just let the burr do the shape of the burr do the work, right? Make life easier on you. So, that's what I'm going to do today. Make more shape in here. Oh yeah, okay, that's why I was kind of rambling here about this middle line. So on this one, it's kind of going to go up with a hump there and a hump there and go down. I'll end up measuring it so I know exactly. That's pretty darn close, but the humps aren't super symmetrical. But I'm going to do a ridge line here so that this is more protruded, like that. You see? You feel me? That's Wowwy'z plan. So, next, hey, you know what? Okay, I'll carve for a little bit, and then we got something special to do. We're going to do a little tribe mail, a little tiny kind of a tiny tribe mail, because we got envelopes. Ho ho ho! Hoodly doo doo doo! We got envelopes, folks. You have sandpaper on there also that we'll pay you also. I will remember that. Oh yeah, there's sandpaper down there that'll work on the mandrels. The Emory cloth sandpaper is down there. I have different Dremel kits down there if you want to use a bigger kit, because I got this one super duper kit that has the special edition Dremel toolbox. Oh, it's awesome. Comes with a 4300 with a flex shaft and every attachment that the original Dremel ones come on. I say original because there's new stuff coming out now. But yeah, I got envelopes, guys. So I'm going to carve a little bit, and then when we have a break from that, we're going to see what's in the envelopes, because I got these to add those envelopes to, and then we're going to lay them all out because we're all going to be added to the new board that I'm putting together for the tribe, for the family. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so here comes when I make some noise. I'm putting on the PPE. I'm going to turn on the dust collection system, folks, and we're going to make some sawdust. Talk amongst yourselves. Be nice. And yeah, let's see if I can't make a mess here. I thought I had this in, that's going to freaking bug me. Where would I have set that? I just got to take a little peek over here. No. No. Yeah, I thought I had that in fine flavor, but apparently I don't. All right, Spidey check. Does anybody come in that I've missed? Do. Oh, Plywood has to leave because he has to cut grass. Well, that's no fun. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, Trisha has to go back to work. Could I spend my break with you all? Love your vision for this piece. Thank you, Trisha. Hey, Mike is making stuff is here. You are good at being nice, Mike. Thank you very much for coming, Trish. That means a lot to me, sister, that you came and spent your break with us. Much love to you. Alrighty. Gonna make some noise. Oh, now I know why I think I had that one in fine. Because I do. In my new Kutzall kit that I got for being an affiliate. See, Wowie ain't crazy. I knew I had one. But, yeah, awesome. Oh man, what's going on with my face mask now? Alrighty. Oh. Huh. Well, that might look like a bit of a mess with the light, but I'm starting to establish where I want to go and how I want it to look. How are we doing in there? We got There's Windows Comeback, Red Hot Chili Peppers Band, gonna win awards. Oh, people are talking. Hit that like button. Yes, thanks. So, got a new badge coming. Bear and Boss Ladies here. Heck yeah, looking awesome. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm just starting to. It may. I hope it doesn't come across as looking all muffed up now, but I'm just establishing these new spots in the skull. I was looking at ones online that were atomically correct as well. And they got these weird contoured spaces here on the. Oh, but I can see I need to go higher on this one and take it. Go higher here and take it a bit. Yeah, I can see some spots that I gotta get those addressed. But now we're getting that brow up there starting to be established, and then I was trying to blend it in, start blending in the shapes into the licks of the fire, right? So you have the contour to match up is what I'm going for. But it may look like I can't. Well, I'll look through the computer. Oh, I guess it doesn't look too nicked up, but yeah, that aggressive burr, man, it can make some marks. So I got something like this, and that is a Kutzall fine flame, and that I will use to go and take some of those major cut lines off, so I don't sand for 6 months. But yeah, I'm just trying to get some of those grooves better established, so there's more depth. More depth. After Spike showed me his, I was like, yeah, no, I got to carve deeper, and I need more depth. Got to, make the best out of this thick chunk of cedar, man. Like, this is I don't get pieces of driftwood that cool very often. Guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, before I start firing up and doing that again, let's have a little tiny breather. I'm going to turn up my fan because I'm starting to get hot. And get a drink of Wawa. Bear and Boss Lady is saying, Matthew, I just got a 1/8 Kutzall kit. It's very different from the larger ones. I'm glad I did it. Yes, they are. Their little kits are pretty great, and you can do so much. I like this one here, this variety, right? Because you got a variety, and we all love a variety. And it's also cool because they change up. Like, you got one of every flavor here. When I say flavor, I mean I guess what is the? I just call them flavors. You got fine, you got coarse, and you got extreme. Those are the 3 flavors. So they're great tools. That's why I stand by them and support them. Sorry, excuse me, just had to have a good drink of water there. It's pretty hot in this little tiny shed with old Wowwy. So yeah, it does look a little bit crazy what I was doing there. Now that I'm looking at it through the computer screen, but it's all gonna make sense, guys, once it's all sanded the way I sand them. Who is here? Oh, Teresa These? From Teresa These is here. Hello! Thank you for coming back. I truly appreciate you. I truly appreciate all my returning viewers, man. I can't convey how much You crew mean to me. So yeah, I'll be sanding. On that stuff for a little bit. That'll keep me out of trouble. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to draw it on there, keep drawing it on there, and doing it the way my brain is seeing it, right? Coming down here and just a deeper spot right in there. Coming down here, and we just need some more planes. More planes on the playing field, I guess. So I'm going to be going in deeper in that spot. And probably a lot more deeper, a heck of a lot more deeper on the brow. You know, now that I look at it from there, I'll probably have this line come down and blend in more like that. But you know, when you're finishing that line up, that brow line, always curl it up and make it that S. Try and get that S in there, right? Well, I think that this one here is going a little bit out of hand. How far I went out there, but right there. Try and always sneak your S lines in there, guys. So, I don't know, how long am I been going here? Dad Carbs is here. The Electric Whittler is here. Oh, they're coming there. The crew is coming. Well, Dad Carbs has been here for a while. No? Anyways, the Electric Whittler is here as well. Hello, Josh. All of the Joshes. There's a lot of Joshes in the carbon world, folks. Lots of talented Joshes. So, yeah. Oh, I ramble and sometimes I get lost. So I'm just going to set this aside for a second, guys, because we got some important matters here. Okay, it is time for a little tribe mail break. Chicka walk wow. Tribe mail. What do I got here? I got the Willis Dubois Company, New York sales agent, 150 Nassau Station, New York. The New Jersey Aluminum Company, and it's got really, really cool. I love antique stuff, as you guys know, with my blung jewelry. And so that's something that's old and ornate. And I love things that are filigree. You know, filigree, like that, you know, like the ornaments on an antique gun. All of that filigree. I love that. And that's why I got full wings on my back tattoo. And it's all done in filigree style. So, what do I got here, guys? I don't want to show the addresses on the other side. So I'm going to very gingerly, I'm going to peek in here so I know I don't wreck what's been sent. Okay, maybe I'll pick it up here. Damn it, he's got tape. Let me tell you this. Whoa, whoever did this, did it well. So here we go with a frickin' X-Acto knife. Okay. Now this one is from looky here. This, my friends, is from Sean Brooks at Pen on Fire. And he has a little note here. Larry, thanks for always supporting me no matter what. Keep up the videos, bro. I really enjoy watching your videos. Hope you and the missus are doing well. Here is a sticker of mine. Your pal, Sean Brooks. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you very, very much, Sean. That is going to be up on my wall of honor. And I'm going to show you guys. I think I'm going to take the thing right down and show you guys on live. Okay, I'm just putting it in here, man, because I'm I'm nervous that things are going to happen to it. So I got to go in here. Thank you very much, Sean. You're going up on my wall of honor, sir, and I'm going to save that letter. I save every letter. Oh, see, I went and put addresses on there. Okay, what do we got next here? Jesus Christ! Wow, he is so freaking spoiled, guys. Jeez. Yeah, Sean, that's right. Pen on fire. Now here we go, guys. We got another one. Don't know why Wowwy'z, you guys are so kind to Wowie, but you are, and Wowie loves you for it. And I know sometimes it can take me a long time, but I will always get people back when it comes to sending, you know, doing the tribe mails and sending stickers. And it's such a cool thing that we're doing, you know, we're all part of this community and we're all doing this with the stickers and stuff. It's so much fun. I just love it, personally. And I know I'm a big goof, but I just think it's just really, really special. Okay. Whoa, don't want to show addresses. All right, guys, we got a letter. Now, who could this be from? Holy smokes. Oh, wow. I got one. Check it out, guys. It's Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings, guys. Pen on Fire Carvings, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just reading. That is awesome. That is awesome, Grumpy. I love that sticker, man. That's so you. That's just wicked, man. Okay, I hope it's okay if I read my letter. I hope it's okay that I read the letter, sir. I'm doing it. Well, he's right here. Can I? Yeah, he has a smile face. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Larry Dib, a.k.a. Wowie from Wowwy'z Workshop. Just wanted to drop in and say I absolutely love your channel and your spirit, brother. You've got that energy that can light up a whole shop. And that genuine vibe you bring to the table is something special. Keep doing what you do, because you're already on the road to do something big. No doubt in my mind, you're going to grow and shine. And just know that you'll always have Grumpy's support all the way. Oh, man. Oh, am I going to be able to get through this? Oh. Thought I'd give you a little backdrop on the guy behind Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. I'm just an old busted up construction worker and heavy equipment operator who's been wrestling with his back and neck issues since my early 20s. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry that you suffer, man. I'm 48 now, not bound to a chair yet, but some days it feels like it's not too far off. Some days it feels like it's not too far off. I understand, man. I've got degenerative disc disease in my lower back and a permanent impression in my spinal cord from a mess of bulging and ruptured discs. L3, L4, L5, and S1. Had a discectomy done in 2011, but the doc won't fuse it up. Up top, my neck's fused at C3, C4, and C5. Got that done in 2021. My goodness, man, you've been through the ringer, Grumpy. So yeah, the hashtag Made in Pain Club, I'm in it. Big time. I say it all the time. Grumpy is batshit crazy, and I kind of embrace it. Well, you know what? Chronic pain does that to us, sir. But I'll talk after. There was a time when I spent way too many days just sitting around, stuck in the past, thinking about everything I used to be. Used to be able to do, and stressing over everything I can't do now. But man, finding the Carving Fusion group, that was a game changer. It was meant to be. I realized I'm not alone out here. So many of us artists and makers are busted up in some way or another. The carving, the art, and this whole community, it helped me pull out of a dark place and push me towards brighter days. Oh my goodness. So thank you, Wowie, for being part of that light. Keep making, keep inspiring, and keep spreading that good energy. I'm rooting for you loud and proud. Sending you one of my stickers. It's just a little one for now, but I got some bigger ones in the works, and I'll send you one your way once they're ready. Wishing you a fantastic day, my brother. Keep that lighthouse shining. Stay awesome, Tim Reed, aka Grumpy from Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. Oh man. Oh, you got me all teared up, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Oh, geez. I just need a second to... It's, like Tim said there so eloquently, the way that people, so many of us busted up old buggers have come together, you know? It's really odd how, well, in my mind, it's because when you suffer with something chronic, you have to find escape. And lots of us, it starts off with booze and drugs. But by the grace of God, many of us get through that. And then we choose to live with our disabilities and carry forward. But it doesn't take away the fact that you still need escape. You still need to go somewhere in your mind and in your emotions from time to time to escape that pain, because chronic pain is just that. It's for always. It's all the time. Okay? And so many of us we search for these escapes, and art is an escape and a therapy. So many of us have come together because we looked into carving and used YouTube. And so that's why we kind of come together in this pool, and we're all kindred spirits, you know? And it's so damn special. You know, we're not just a community, we're more than that. We're a family. And I thank you, sir. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your words and your sticker. I'm gonna take this thing off my wall just so I can kind of explain my idea with this. Because for when I get doubles, I do put people's stickers on my carving box, right? But here, I'll show you guys. This poster I'm going to have to turn it so you can see. It says on the bottom, someone's want some. It's kind of a play on words there. Someone's want some. And it's this lonely guy sitting at this park bench. It looks like he has some golf clubs. And just the whole vibe of this poster, I got it from an old roommate. It was always me in my heart. You know, even before my injury, I was kind of a loner and just wasn't married and just kind of living out of a duffel bag and I'm always looking for the party and stuff. It's just kind of how I was. I was a bit of a free spirit, but I was also always very lonely. And then when I got injured and everything happened, you know, I went through a phase where you have to kind of like your dark night of your soul. And you have to make a decision of whether you're going to carry on or if you're going to check in. And I chose to carry on. So this poster, it's got this plastic frame. And I had put a couple stickers up, but now I decided that this is going to be, my community and family is going to be around me on this poster board. So, oh darn, I don't have anything nice and soft to, oh here, maybe this will, oh dusty. Oh, everything's dusty, but I'm not want some anymore, you guys. I found you. I found you all. So Wowwy'z not wants them anymore. You feel me? So yes, we're gonna put. I won't do it on live, but okay, I got some from Kutzall. So that'll be down there. It's gonna be down there somewhere. Probably underneath. I got Empire tattoo here. It's Darth Vader in a hot rod. So I'll put Kutzall underneath there. But yeah, I got those from the affiliate package. But I want to show what I got here. I got Chris's custom cut woodwork. That one looks like it's been, I don't care if it's damaged. This is an older one. Chris didn't even know I got this. Jordy sent it by accident. Chris's Ease. He's he's one of the admins for the Kindred Spirits. Lots of people know Warrior. So that's custom cut woodwork. And now we got Grumpy's. The Grumpy's going to be on there. We got this one here. It says Country Roads Take Me Home. As you guys know, I come from country roots and country music. I play country music and I sing country music. So this is a shout out to my roots and my family. We got Pen on Fire now. So Pen on Fire is going to be there, guys. Maybe up there by the Be a Lighthouse, Two Brothers, One Vision. Maybe Grumpy will be there. Maybe Chris will be here. We could have some people on this side. This here is from the Rammstein concert. Rammstein is my wife's favorite band. So she got that from Paris for me. Because I stayed home. I stayed home and watched the fur babies. We got Perry. So Perry's going to be here. I put Perry probably right up top there. You know. We got old school carving fusion, one of the old ones. With the roots coming out of the his TBI. That's an old sticker. So that'll be going on there on that side. You see, guys? And then I got two from Perry. So Perry's going to be on on my carving on the suction box. The second one. What's this one here? Oh yeah, Pete's group. Hey, so much of us. I'm even in it. You know, it's our brother. You know, and it's his group. So I'll throw that on there over here. So yeah, that's how it's gonna start. And then as we go, can you guys all see it? Kinda, yeah. So as we go and fill it up, it's going to be all of our people, all of our community, and it's just going to fill up around. It can fill up the sky and stuff, but it's going to be all around old lonesome Wowwy. and that's my sticker plan. Is that okay, guys? Is that going to be cool? Jen is here. Hello, Jen. How are ya? I don't think electric and water mix. I think kindly send me your address. You could add a sticker water to that collection. Add an electric whittler sticker to that. Yes, I need one. Yes, I'm gonna. I need your email, Josh, the electric whittler. And I got a sticker already set aside for you. And I got Perry's sticker set aside, and I got Grumpy's sticker set aside, because we ran out of these kind, and so I ordered new ones from Vistaprint. 2 versions of Two Brothers One Vision ones. I don't have a Wowwy'z Workshop one yet because I just haven't decided on my, because I'm, you know, Wowwy'z Workshop is the YouTube channel, but I'm Two Brothers One Vision, right? Is my family art title. So yeah, Wowwy'z Workshop will come, but you know, Two Brothers One Vision is the main thing for me. And so yeah, I got you guys the stickers up there because I got your mandrels too, right? I told you I was going to send a couple people, Perry and Josh the Electric Whittler, and I think Tim too. I think Tim too now is going to get a mandrel as well. And I got lots of extra Emory cloth sandpaper, so I'm going to send some sandpaper as well with the mandrels and the stickers. That's what I'm trying to say. Jesus. Wowie. Yeah. So that's awesome. Thank you, Sean Brooks. Thank you, Grumpy. And everybody else who's given me stickers. How are we doing, guys? What are we doing for time? I can't see. 66 minutes? I got the same ones coming just through Vinyl Disorder. Hoping a bit stronger, better and stronger. Matthew says, wonder how I would protect those stickers to put them on my Jeep. Yeah, that was I could get you when I get my new Two Brothers, One Vision, Be a Lighthouse ones. I'd send you one, Matthew. I just want to catch up and get all these folks, all of these folks set up. I've been promising them stickers for a long time. And we will always do it, but sometimes it takes a little while when it comes to the mailing and stuff because I don't drive, right? I don't drive. And I do all of mine. I walk into town, into our little village, and I do the mailing by myself. And sometimes it can just take a bit longer for Wowie, but it always happens. I promise you that. All right, well, we're just a little bit past an hour. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a little bit more carving and get some more of that shape happening. I'm going to go with a less, I don't want to be sanding forever, so I'm going to go with a less aggressive burr here. I got this bad boy on there, but I just had, where is it now? My goodness, I had the extreme, not the extreme, I had the flame. Sorry guys, I got lots of spots for burrs here, so sometimes they, oh here it is, my goodness. I get a panic, goes straight through my heart when I can't find my burrs. But I'm going to go to the old Kutzall flame in fine flavor. And I'm going to work a little bit more on these and start to get these cheekbones really protruding, because they're not here. I'm just like fiddle fricking around. Well, you know what? No, I'll do it with this first, like I said, and I'm not going to change my plan. And then we'll see how it's looking, because then I'm going to have to do lots of sanding, right? It always goes back to me sanding. My goodness. Yeah. Sorry, just doing a little fixing of my strap here. Everything went crazy on my, I don't know how it happened, but my face mask, the straps all went bonkers there. Okay, dokey. More noise. Goodness sakes. Oh, it is a long process. It is, man. I tell you guys. The way I just chase these things deeper and deeper into it. Ugh. But until it pops off and is right in my brain, I will not stop. And some may think it's crazy that I'll like do it and then sand it super soft and smooth and then, well, then just continue to keep on going deeper. But it all adds to it in the end. It all adds to it in the end, guys. You just gotta trust me on that. How are we doing? Carbon Fusion is here. My goodness. Hello, Jordy. Place emptied to the sea can in my driveway now. Painters and floor guys come in, and I will thank the Lord when this is over. Yeah, Jordy is going from a unit to unit jump, so looks like Dibs is getting some good progress done on the Steampunk skull. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Jordy. Thank you for the challenge, my friend. I'm getting in deeper. I know it ain't deep enough, but it's starting to pop off that, like for a skull, it's, you know, as you know, it's hard to get that skull to pop, but he's at least starting to have a profile, and it's not just a flat surface, right? And yeah, Jordan, if you weren't here for it, this is the plan. This is the key that goes in here. It's a big key. It's a bigger piece, right? And then up here I got it. I'm going to make this crack worse, like a deeper crack, more pronounced. And then I got these little tiny staples that Darren and I made. I'm going to shape it to it and then screw it in. And so it's going to be a dead man tell no tales kind of beat up old bugger. Neat, eh? It's inspired by the one I made you way back in the day, Jordy, you remember? Well, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so I'm just trying to make a bigger version of that one, since it's your challenge and all. I thought that kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's the plan. This has to be super, super level for these things to sit right. So as always, I'll be in the background sanding my ass off, guys, until the next one. That's the plan. And like I said before, because we're all busted up old buggers, right? So it's good to show that part, that we mend the wound and we carry forward. Electric Whittler says, that is going to be sweet. 100. Thank you, man. I'm stoked with it. I'm stoked. It's starting to look more like fire now, and not the Bart Simpson hairdo that was bugging my brain. So yeah, that is the plan, and that's how she's going. Yeah, I'm going to separate this one here so it's a lick, you know, like a two-pronged lick right there. And try and get some more space in between here. But I can tell when I'm carving that this piece here has a vibration in it. And I know from the past, you don't mess with things too much when they got that going on, because that means that there is a crack somewhere through here that it could come off if you mess with it too much. So you got to try and leave as much of a piece like that, as much of the, you know, the strength of it. So I don't want that to end up coming off. That'll ruin the whole look of it. But yeah, I'm going to make this lick a little bit more delicate there, and without taking the strength. And yeah, just make that more pronounced. That's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, so I'm under the bark is here. Hello, everyone. I'm stopping by to cheer on my little brother and say hello. Hello, so. Yeah, it probably doesn't look any much different than it did last time. But believe me, there's been stuff going on in the background. Believe me, I've been working, but it's just slow going with old Wowie. I just don't carve like heavy hands there yet. I just don't take the deep plunge so easily. Everything has to be done in like millimeter increments with me. And I think that's just because I'm still, you know, I'm just not comfortable enough to go super deep right off the bat. So I'm just going to keep on going in this weird spot here, in this weird shape. And as I go down, it's going to pronounce these cheekbones better. And I can still see here, I'm looking through the computer, that this side here needs to come in a little bit more in order it to be more symmetrical, you know, and not throw the eye off that way. So this here is going to have to come in about 1/4 of an inch in right there. But I think she's coming along pretty cool. I think it's going to be a pretty cool piece in the end. Mark is here. Mark tries to carve. Good morning, Mark. Good morning. So it's tomorrow in Mark's land of New Zealand. So it's the morning of the 15th. Is that right, Mark? Holy smokes! Claire told me he was here. How you doing, sister? We got folks from all over the world. Plywood is back. Holy, trust yourself, Larry says so. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. Wow, we got the whole original crew is in the house, man. I feel honored. Yes, it's the 15th of May there in Mark's world. That's so neat. Because with my personal story, thank you for coming, Mark. And Claire, I can't believe it. What time is it there, Claire? 12:30? 11:30? Yes, Mark is. Just popping in for 5 minutes before bed. Merci. Merci, sister. And much love. I really appreciate that. I know it's late. So yeah, just more flame work. Trying to get this so that these cheekbones, like, I want them to be real nubby, you know, just like a real skull is. Where's my skull? That's like this. I got one for Jordy too, but I think he painted his. But yeah, you see how that comes out with a bit of a nobular there? I want that to be pronounced there. Just more depth, right? I just want more depth. I don't want this to be flat. I keep thinking of my It piece, my Pennywise, because I did it out of a piece of 2x12, and I did good with it. But I keep thinking, like when I was doing Pennywise, I was like, damn it, what I would do for 1 more inch of wood. How? Oh, don't we all say that, boys? 10:30 a.m. here in New Zealand. Hi, Josh, Perry, Mark. Yep, the old crew's here. But yeah, so that's what I'm really trying to make my thing look like more anatomically correct than I have in the past. And I do have, like, you know, I still got a good inch that I could be wrapping this down more. So I decided to just go for it. So I may be doing that off camera, guys, is like taking with my bigger Kutzalls and really taking that round off and just taking the plunge, you know. So we'll see how far I get before next week, but yeah, I know you guys, I know people aren't just going to want to see me working on the same things over and over again. But I got a really cool gnome home that I'm thinking maybe next week might need to be. That needs some love. That hasn't been finished yet. And it's a piece that I dedicated to my grandpa who passed, and it's called Keep the Home Fires Burning. And it's a really, really neat kind of gnome homey fairy house piece that is going to be a light up piece in the end. And that's just sitting here in my workshop, you know, 3/4 of the way done basically. And so I was thinking maybe I can mix things up so that people don't get bored of the topic, and maybe work on the gnome home next week. But we'll see how she's going. We'll see. Maybe I'll even ask folks and, you know, do one of those. I'll just ask the people on YouTube, make one of those polls, right? I've never done that. See what the people think. So that's what I'm doing this for, basically, is like, I don't get new subscribers from these. I get 1 or 2, but this is basically for community. and for everybody to hang out and have fun, right? Yeah. Rhinestone Suzanne is here. How you doing, sister? She was on vacation. She says, I got my package. Thank you. I almost cried and I'm not an emotional person at all. Thank you so much. I love it. You're welcome. I told you I had a little something in the mail for you. You deserve it. I've been so busy today. Love the sticker grumpy. Wow, you've been opening all sorts of stuff and just back from your vacation. That's awesome. Well, like I said, I'm sorry it took me a little bit, but I always come through, and I just appreciate all of you guys so much. I want to make, when I send something, I want to make it special, you know, because I really do care. So yeah, I'm just keep on drawing this. This is when I carve. Like, I'm just showing you guys kind of my stupid weird processes, but I'll just keep on drawing on. Like I'll look at the spot that I want deeper, draw it on, and then I carve it away, and then I'll do it again, and I'll look, and then I'll draw it on, and then I carve it away, and then if I do it that way, I'm kind of in control, right? And I'm not going all crazy. But that's just something that I do that's kind of like, it reflects on my how I draw. And I just like that. I just like doing that. Draw it on, carve it away, draw it on, carve it away. By the time I've done it about 40 frickin' times, the effect that I'm looking for is there. So yeah, you got home from vacation, you got a big pile of mail, eh, Suzanne? I received a special package in the mail myself. Thank you so much, Sophie. Oh, so Josh got one from Sophie? Everybody's sending stuff. Oh, Robert C. Peters is back, but he's driving. Looks great, Larry. Oh, thanks. I know that you could have that banged off in one session there, sister. Honestly, I do not carve as fast as you do, but when I'm finally finished and my vision is fulfilled, I can create some pretty cool art. But it does take me a lot longer. I have a weird process than some people. It must just drive people like Jordy, for instance, crazy, because like him, he's fast like you, Suzanne. He's just freaking in one session, man. Bing bang done. Next. Bing bang done. Next. But this is what's going on down here, guys. That's the key. That's the big key. Dead men tell no tales. And then it's going to have up here, Suzanne, it's going to have, maybe Claire didn't see either, but I'm going to make this crack bigger. And then these are some staples that my brother and I made out of recycled copper. And so it's going to have that. So this will be in the mouth. It'll have that up there, those up there, locked key. Fire for hair. Ha ha! I haven't got an envelope yet, so. But I'll check. I haven't checked today, sister. But I promise when I do, I'll open it up. I will open it up on my next live. Because I just showed everybody the sticker board. But it'll make here, so it'll make it here. I know it. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm just going to keep on keeping on until the next time and get this more pronounced. I am going to take a Kutzall fine small ball, and I'm going to go in here and make a couple of those gum lines. You see there, those ridges? That's perfect for this, for a bird like this. Because you just make the line where you want that ridge and then just go up and down with that little bad boy. And it'll work just perfect. So I want some of that just on this part here, because this part for the hardware has to be super flat. As flat as I can. I don't want to go in there and start messing with that. But I am going to do it up here. Just to give it that little bit more, you know. looking too flat for me. I don't want it to be flat. I don't want it to be like relief looking. I want it to be look like it's alive, or once was alive. So I'll get there. Loving the fire here. Thank you. It was I'm splitting it here to make it look more fiery, and I'll be separating these in here and stuff in all of these licks just to give it more separation and depth. I'll be going really, really deep in these spots in here to make that shadow work, but I didn't want to look like Bart Simpson. With this stuff, this is actually pipe. So we had a strip, and I think, yeah, because it's thick, man. So this had to be piped first. And I think we just cut it, we pounded it, we cut it, and then we used a spinning grinder wheel and tried to make them look like chain links, right? Like from a motorbike chain or a bike chain. Because we were going to make our homemade jump rings in between and make a necklace out of these. But we never did it. It was one of those early ideas. And it was kind of not a good idea. But we have all these bits, right? So yeah, we cut them, drilled them, and then shaped them a little bit to try and make them look barbellish. A lot of work into each stupid little staple. Okay, teeth brushed, off to bed. I'll catch up tomorrow night, guys. Speak soon, Larry. Need to organize the draw on Sunday. Yep, I know. We got to get ready for that, folks. It's happening Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Larry's going live on Facebook. And we're giving away the prizes, everybody. We're giving them away. We got 6 prize packages. Good night, Claire. Much love to you. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. And much love. Yes. Yes, hey, I'll always teach anybody who ever wants to know how Darren and I make stuff. You just throw out the questions, man, and we'll tell you. We'll tell you. But yeah, I thought doing that with the crack, I'm gonna better cut that crack in, and it just shows the made in pain part of us, you know. So yeah, getting there. We are getting there. Slow but sure. How are we doing? We got 12 people here, 17 likes, folks. We've got lots more likes in the past. Hit that like button, please. Let the algorithm know. Oh, gotta go. Robert has to go. Yeah, I'm not going to carve too much more today, guys. I don't think. I'm just going to, well, maybe I will. What do you guys think? You guys still want to hang for a little bit more carving, or are you guys good for today? How do you guys feel? Rob? Oh, Robert. Yes. Good night, Robert. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate you always being here, man. Muddy Mud Dog. Wicked looking piece there. 100. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Muddy. I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting there out. Into the world. Out of my mind and into the world where it belongs. And I'm just trying to get this stuff in here better carved in. Good to see you, Muddy. So says will be awesome. Well, you know what? Before I go, I think I'm going to. This is the last part that I'm just gonna carve that in. I got this extreme ball on here, and folks, I got my Kutzall link underneath in the basement. Check out my links in the basement. You'll get a discount when you check out if you place an order through my link.
All right. One more time. Alrighty.
Alrighty. Enough of that. I'm starting to see it now, and I start looking at it from the bottom up. I'm starting to see those spots pop up like I wanted to. Nothing too drastic, but at the same time, when it's all said and done, I want that shadow. I want it all to pop off, right? It's kind of hard to... let me see if I can get it to do that on... Yeah, you guys can kind of see it there. And as I obsessively look at it from every angle, I'll see the spots that need to be tweaked and stuff, and I'll fix them. I do my best work when I'm by myself without the world watching, right? It is a little bit sketchy sometimes. I second guess myself because I have you all watching me, so, but it's coming to life the way it's in my head, so I'm happy. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out while I do this. And I'm sorry for sounding and making everything shake there. I've got to remember to pick it up. So yeah, that's going to be... I'm just going to continue doing that. And when you see me next, the fire is going to be more on point. Everything will be ready. And then maybe I'll even have the hole drilled and stuff so that we can just start putting it together, screwing everything in. Maybe glue this bad boy in there on live TV. What could go wrong? So that's what we'll shoot for the next time. This is cedar driftwood. So, incorporate the door hardware. Yes, Money Dog, I'm going to have... This is the big key to lock, saying dead men tell no tales. Little keyhole just for aesthetics. I could also put a smaller key in there, but I think this gives the... And then it's also going to have handmade copper pounded textured staples for its scar up there. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of hard to carve when you... I find driftwood all the time in Arkansas. I never thought of carving it. Looking dang good. Well, thank you, sir. Yes, you use that driftwood. It's the most, you know... It's my favorite medium for carving because number one, it's a mystery all the time, and it's fun to go and find. I love the ocean, so yeah, driftwood is my very favorite. And I don't have money to buy wood, so hey, the ocean provides. But that's the there. Yeah, that's a good way. You can see it there. That's the vision, guys. I really appreciate it. It's time for me to go, says Josh. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Be nice to Muddy Dog. He's my buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Josh, for coming. And if you think of it, Wowwy'z Workshop at gmail.com. Send me yours. Send me your email or email me with your address and I'll do the same back. Have a great night, man. Much love to you and yours. Okay, cool. And now you're on Facebook too now. So yeah, now we're talking. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. But that'll be all I do for today, guys. I got just a beautiful little dog sitting inside just waiting for her walk. Thanks for the live Wowie, says the Electric Whittler. You're more than welcome, my friend. I'm really, really honored that you guys all come and hang out with me. It means a hell of a lot to me. I hope you guys all have an awesome... Well, it's... For here in my land, it's 3:50 p.m. So I got to go walk Poppy and then do my daily chores that I always have done for my wife when she gets home. I am one hell of a good house husband. And yeah, I have to have the chores done and the dog walked and the dog's eye drops put in and the cat litter done before she gets home. Thanks for another awesome live, Larry. He says, Mark, you're welcome, man. You're always welcome here. I really appreciate you. 550 in Florida. Yes, I'm in Canada, Muddy Dog. I'm on Vancouver Island. Just outside of the capital of British Columbia. Yes, the honey-do list, I call it, says Grumpy. I call it the do-it-to-it list around here. Yes, there are lakes do produce driftwood too. I've actually, and you know what? Even just out in the bush, you know, you find an old gray weathered log that's been weathered by time and the winds and the rains. You can find like silver wood out in wilderness too. But yes, you guys are all very welcome for coming, man. I appreciate you all very much. And I'll be here next Wednesday, like always. WIP Wednesdayz. Wowwy'z Workshop. Thank you, Perry. Thank you for the stickers too, man. My package will be coming soon, guys. Much love to everybody. Be good to yourselves and be good to your people. Until the next one, we've been two brothers, one vision. Wowie out.